Hey guys, welcome to the Asking Us Show episode number 44. And you know what? Today, I'm going freestyle, baby. I haven't even thought of anything to create. Stick around. One of my favorite points of discussion with business, it doesn't matter small or medium or large, is content creation and distributing that content throughout it. That's going to help you reach more people through Google and Bing and through social media. YouTube is a tricky one because there's a bit of overlap with YouTube. YouTube sort of falls under SEO and actually a social media, of course, because Google owns YouTube. So there's a bit of an overlap, which I'll get to later on, maybe, because I haven't thought about it or planned anything. So I think to help you create content for your business, what I generally do is I come up with general, I'll try to anyway. Sometimes I change things up. I love to bring in old content that I've created, which will be a really good next tip. Generally have a theme, like set it out in the calendar, have like say this week I'm going to be talking about, cleaning pantries. Let's say you're a cleaner. Then next week, and then when you have that piece of content, then you can obviously take that piece of content, you can create an article about it, you can do a video about it, and then when you create a video about it on your on your iPad, like I do, you can then slice it up and then chuck the most appropriate pieces or snippets onto Instagram and write a post, and then use all these different hashtags to reach a different audience. So have themes when you're creating content. So you obviously will have for SEO how to clean a pantry, right? Or 5 tips to clean a pantry. And then you have your article, then you embed your video. What happens is, and I've mentioned in previous videos, but just in case you haven't seen them, is you'll be more likely to increase rankings for how to clean a pantry in Google in the normal search results. Then you also will show up in terms of the video search, and then therefore on YouTube, because what will happen is Google will understand, hang on, this video is embedded all around this sort of content, and they can easily tie that into their YouTube algorithm. Now, not all the time, because you would have to think about, there's a lot of videos that people don't do that for, but I think the more information you give the search engines and you give people, the more understanding everyone will gather about what you do. And that's just a positive thing to build visibility, because the best way to build visibility is to build content that people want. And one of the best ways to build content that people want is to go back to my last video and look at all these different tips that I used on how to find what people search for in a previous video. So you might go to Google and type in, house cleaning tips, and then in inverted commas you put how to, and then down the bottom of Google there'll be all these suggestions. People also ask section. That is a gold mine. So definitely look into that. Then when you obviously have your article, and as I mentioned, and you've got your video, you can therefore slice it up, the video, and do let's say the video on your website, on YouTube, you show the 6-7 minute clip, right? Then when you go on Facebook, you might do a 3-minute version. Then you post it up on Facebook, you write an article, just a quick, just a shortened version, post it, add a few hashtags, and then run some ads. And then on Instagram, if you've got a really good minute that you can do that, think about the culture of Instagram. Instagram is generally the everyday culture in a digital format. So think about who you might be reaching and what would appeal to them. I think if you're a cleaner, your job isn't just to clean. That is obviously what you do on a micro level, but what do you do on the macro level, right? What do you do when what problem are you really solving? You're obviously solving the fact that Someone can come home from a hard day's work and see their house cleaned. And then they don't have to, especially on a Friday, where they know on the weekend they don't have to waste time, cleaning their house or whatever. So really what you want to show on Instagram, and you can obviously show your micro level, you're cleaning this, the before and after, but everyone does the before and after. And for me, cleaning before and after, sometimes you can't even really notice much difference because it's really in the micro detail. You have to be there to really see it. Now, of course, there's obviously exceptions and you can clearly see distinction between before and after. But as a cleaner, you're not just cleaning houses or cleaning buildings or factories, you're going above and beyond that. The problem, you're really solving the fact that, hey, XYZ doesn't want to clean their house, for example. And so what are you doing? You're freeing up time for that person. That person can now, can spend more time with their family. So you can create a video how your solution of cleaning isn't just a really good service that someone should pay for, but also the fact that they should actually use your service because they can actually do all these other things. I can spend more time with my family, I can take them to the beach, I can take them to the shopping mall, or whatever the case may be. So think about it. So on Instagram and even Facebook will work a little bit different. And you can use that into Facebook ads as well. Hey, that might work. So it's really Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That's basically the nuts and bolts. Then you've got Twitter, right? And Twitter's a really funny, so you can obviously take your article, you can share it on Twitter, you can run some ads as well, run some ads on Instagram. But Twitter, you can find out, well, it's going to take time. Find out what your target audience talks about on Twitter. Is that going to take a lot of time? Absolutely it will. Hey, you're running a business. Unfortunately, that's the price that comes with it. You're going to spend a lot of time, and sometimes you'll spend a lot of time on different things and you won't even get a result. That's business. But if you do get a result, if you do happen to find what your target audience is searching for, on Twitter, you can create content. You can upload those videos to Twitter and create content around the video in a Twitter-based context. So if you can figure out what people in your target audience are searching for, you can jump in. Twitter is a really good, people don't care if you jump into a conversation. That's sort of kind of the point. So you can jump in and people will be talking about cleaning things in general, cleaning houses. Say, you know what, and tweet back a meaningful response. If someone's talking about, you know what, I really struggle to clean kitchens, hashtag, I don't like cleaning kitchens, right? Or whatever, right? You jump into that conversation and you say, oh, you don't like cleaning kitchens? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't think anyone does. Have you tried cleaning your kitchen this way? And then don't just try to sell them, try to add your expertise. And if you're, and then if you actually create a meaningful comment or tweet back to that person, they're not going to check who you are and what you do. Of course they will. They're more likely to do that without you telling them to do that, but by just being human. And if you're in a circle or group of people and someone's saying, hey, I hate cleaning kitchens, you don't just jump in there and go, you want a business card? Right? You don't do that. You say, oh, you don't like cleaning kitchens? Did you know that you can actually clean kitchens this way? Oh, you don't like cleaning fridges? I don't like cleaning fridges. I hate cleaning fridges. Okay, do you know that you can clean a fridge this way or using this chemical? Oh, I noticed that you're very green friendly. You really want to use non-chemicals. Did you hear about XYZ product? That's a really cool product. It's something we use. Have you tried it? Look, or even the ovens. Whew, don't get me started on the oven cleaning. Now, I'm just using cleaning because it's just like an everyday thing. There's a lot of cleaners out there, but this can really be applied to anything. You just got to be able to use your tool set. Never get stuck in a mindset that says, you know what, that platform's not for me. This is not for me, because that's the fastest way to do damage to your business long term. You need to figure the platforms out. Thanks a lot, guys. Hopefully that freestyle video actually means something to you. If it does, leave a comment with yes on YouTube. If it doesn't, leave a comment with no on YouTube. And I look forward to speaking with you in the next video.